The Talk Read, Talk Write strategy is an effective strategy to help students practice having an academic conversation and building academic discourse around the content that they're learning. Now, this can be effective when used in the RLA classroom, but it also works really effectively in math, science, social studies, CTE electives, you name it. So when we go through the Talk Read, Talk Write, we always start with our opening talk, our opening discussion. So the purpose of this talk piece is not to ask students directly about the content they're going to be learning. It's to give them a more open-ended question that they can have a conversation about. Now, that question can be indirectly related to the skill or the concept that they're studying that day, but the goal is just to get students talking. So whatever that question is, it's supposed to be open-ended, give students a chance to start having a conversation with each other in a safe space, in a safe environment. Now, after they have that conversation, we then move into the read piece. This is an independent read, and so students are not, this is not a piece where the teacher needs to be reading to the students, needs to be modeling to the students. It's where we want to let students have space to grapple with the text for the day. Now, that text can be a simple reading passage, but it also can expand and kind of broaden our definition of what the text means. It could be a video students are watching, it could be a historical document if it's a social studies course that they're reviewing. It's always important that we set a purpose for reading. We set a purpose for what students should achieve as they are encountering the text by themselves. So that could be just a guiding question that you want students thinking about as they read the text. It may be some instructions for annotating. Whatever that is, it's just important that students understand what they're reading for and why they're reading. Because once they do that, when they move into their second talk, they want to take those annotations into that second conversation. And so this second conversation piece is a much more thorough conversation. It's where students are now going to collaborate with their peers and discuss the text that they just encountered independently. Now, the other key piece for this talk is it's going to set them up to be successful when they get to the write. So the write piece is really an independent practice. This is where students are writing and demonstrating what they have learned from encountering the text and the conversation they've had with their peers. This could be a quick write, it could be a short constructed response where students are answering a question and supporting it with evidence from the text that they just read. It could be a type of argument where students are making a claim and backing it up with the reason. Again, that is text dependent. The purpose of this whole process is to just get students really confident with the content through conversations with their peers.